Hi guys, my name is Mo, or Morgan, but you can call me Mo. I am a new mom, well, kind of new mom. I'm a mother of a 16-month-old, and her name is Loriana, and she is the love of my life, besides my boyfriend, which is also my baby daddy. No, I'm just kidding. Which is also Loriana's dad. So if you're watching this video, it means that you did like my 31st birthday. You want to figure out how to curate your own dinner soiree or dinner party. So, of course, you know, a little bit of background. You're a mom, we don't have a whole lot of money. We're paying diapers, formula, whatever it is. Babies are growing, baby clothes are getting bigger. And if you're a chic mom, you like to buy cute clothes, and those clothes get kind of expensive. Your daughter's clothes or son's clothes probably cost way more than what you've bought in the last year. If you're anything like me, I buy her everything. So anyways, you would like to do something nice for yourself, like have a good birthday party, an intimate party for yourself, have a little dinner party for your birthday, or just in general, if you just want to host a nice dinner party. Well, I have a few tips, which you saw. There's little things that I pointed out in the last video. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead. The link will be below, and go ahead and look at that video. So if you have seen the video, then you definitely are interested, and I wanted to let you know there are a few different things that I pointed out. One of the things that I pointed out was the champagne cocktail. Every party should have a champagne cocktail or some type of signature cocktail that is your drink, because hey, what else? You're fab, you're chic, go ahead and have that. Do it. That's if you drink. If you don't drink, you can still have a mocktaini or some type of, you know, virgin drink, which is just as awesome. So for me, I love champagne. Now, champagne can be expensive. They come in different ranges. You don't have to necessarily get like Moet for it. I think I use like Cook's champagne. It was just 2 bottles of that. Put it in a big jug so that had birthday girl, which you saw there. I actually broke the punch bowl that I was gonna put it in right before the party, so I used like an old wine jug bottle that we had. I poured it in there, and then I put like this birthday girl sticker that I got from my job from people who put it on me for my birthday, and I slapped it on there with a little burlap around it, and nobody could even tell like, oh well, this is cute, or they just thought it was really cute for me to do. So anyways, I did that. Now the mixture of it, if you guys want to have a easy cocktail, I used ginger ale, the Goya guava, and passion fruit juice. And then the champagne. That kind of gives you that layered look. The alcohol, the pinks that kind of go up. And it's a really, it was really cool. I believe the ginger ale kind of makes it separate like that, but don't quote me on that. But that's what I think it is. Everybody loved it. It was delicious. And you definitely can use it. The next thing is create an intimate setting. Now, it's very easy to create an intimate setting. Pinterest will be your best friend. I definitely suggest looking at Pinterest. It's amazing. I'm sure everybody on YouTube kind of knows that anyways, and if you're a mom, you kind of know that anyways from looking at baby rooms and what have you, nurseries and all that from the beginning. Pinterest is what you want to go to. So what I did was I actually used a lot of things that I already had. I suggest using that. I'm a fan of candles. I have candles everywhere. You can see candles back there. I don't even have candles right here. This is a perfect one. I think I got this from IKEA, and this is also from IKEA too. You can get already used decorations for it. It actually works out a lot better if you do that. The intimate setting that you want to set is all stuff that you should use from your house. Now, what I actually used, because I didn't have a typical baby shower, I kind of had a little fancy. It was, well, fancy. But, I mean, it had some bottles and baby girl stuff, but basically I had like, I spray painted the wine bottles that you saw in that video with gold. Well, I didn't because I was pregnant, but my friend did. And I put little sticky pearls on it, and you can just decorate like simple things like that and put candles on them and have the candles melt, and they hold as candle holders. I use this, it's in the background. I have different frames. This is Christmas stuff right now, but it's because Christmas just ended like a week ago. It is 2016 now, like the second day, so sue me. Anyways, so I definitely used things that I had in the house, and I definitely recommend doing that because it's just budget friendly. I also had that same burlap piece that I used. I actually got that from Michael's, and I had it from just arts and crafts just in general, and I was like, this is perfect. So I actually made it into a runner. All I did was just cut it, measured at the table, and cut it and put it into that. Now the table, I actually used one from my boyfriend. actually had. Put a tablecloth that I bought from Smarty at a Party, or it's Linens. I'll check and put it down on the link so you know which one it is. It was a taffeta silk. No, it was actually a silk crinkled gunmetal linen. It was great. I definitely suggest doing some type of linen that has texture because that kind of adds a swank to it, as well as doing something that has a little sheen. It just bounces off with candles if you use candles. Now, some of the candles were lit, but a lot of the candles were also electric candles. I don't know why I had them, but I had them for something else. I like electric. I know why, because I don't really burn a whole lot with the toddler around anymore because I'm like super nervous that she might touch and burn herself or set the house on fire. So I have electric candles too. So with that, I put those, and that kind of created an ambiance because they had a little flicker mode and all that too, and it worked really well. I used the flowers and the vases that you saw everything in. That was from Party City that I got for my baby shower too, and I just used it. And I just keep a lot of my decorations from different parties because you never know. You can use it and revamp it and do whatever you want to do it. Like I had it for my baby shower a year earlier, and then I had it for my birthday dinner. So it works. Do that. I definitely recommend that. Next is a statement piece. Now, your statement piece can be your jewelry, it could be fur, I suggest jewelry, shoes, what have you. For me, I used a fur collar. Now, the fur collar I got from Poshmark, actually. It was nowhere near how much they normally cost, but it was a little pricey, but I had got them earlier in the year for the winter because I'm actually from California and I don't like being cold. I live on the East Coast now. I'm not about that life, so I bought fur and I have fur. I'm sorry, PETA. You can dislike this video, what have you. I'm real. That's what I do. I like it. It is what it is. Okay. Anyways, I definitely added a nice pop to what I had. The jumpsuit is actually from Misguided. I actually got that from Poshmark too. I know normally it was $100 when it was on the site, but I think $50 or $40 or something like that. But it's pretty decent for a birthday outfit. Shoes, which were also another statement piece for me, they are Alexander Wang. I've been looking for this style for like 2 years, and I finally found them in my size. I was like, oh, I gotta get these girls. So, child, I got them. Spend money on shoes because I love shoes, and that's my time that I can get like a designer pair that I like. And Alexander Wang is my favorite designer, and I just wanted to get those. And they had a little chain on them. They had an architectural heel. Perfect, beautiful. Now, I also had a lariat on, which because I had a deep V jumpsuit, and I really like those type of necklaces. It gives you kind of that body chain situation without having to have a body chain, because girl, you know, when you moving and stuff and you feel that little top on your back, I just don't like that. I like the lariat chains. Now, they do have some, HRH collection has some, but that one I had got a long time ago. I really literally do not know where I got it from. I'm at H&M, and Etsy has some cute ones as well, and they probably have them at Forever 21 or what have you if you're looking for a cute lariat. So yeah. Next is the personal chef. Now, I definitely suggest getting a personal chef because, honey girl, you ain't got time to be cooking and doing all that for whatever amount of people that you end up having. It's just a lot of stress. It's worth taking that time. You already cook for your boyfriend, your husband, your babies, whatever it is, and it's just good to just kind of just not have to do it and let somebody else do it. So I actually picked something that was more of a surf and turf, but my spin on it. So I had lamb chops, and I also had king prawns, which are very good. And then I had a asparagus with a sweet potato puree also involved in that too, as you can see in the pictures. It was delicious, and this personal chef is awesome. His name is Nate Hawkins, but you can see him, and I'll link his Instagram below, but it's at Nate Hawkins. So if you're in the DC area, the Maryland, DMV, Virginia area, definitely check him out. He's awesome. I definitely recommend him. Girl, it's your birthday. Splurge on a nice champagne for your toast at least. Like, you don't have to do it for the champagne cocktail, but at least a nice champagne for your toast, or some type of good mid-quality champagne. And definitely, if you don't even like champagne, do a wine something, but do it for you and toast to yourself. Not necessarily you host a toast, but cheers to you. You have turned whatever age you've turned. Definitely have a toast to yourself. Next are, who do you want to invite? Now, when you have a personal chef, it's not necessarily, you know, something that you really want to spend on everybody. The people who I knew would appreciate having it. So I had about 9 to 10 of my closest friends. Plus, I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, as you can see. Well, kind of, you see the corner of it. But it's kind of small. And when you have a smaller apartment, you can't host a whole lot of people. So what we did was we moved our couches and our tables and everything into our room or my daughter's room, and we just kept everything in there. I'm lucky that my apartment is actually a really open apartment, so like the kitchen, the dining, and the living room are all kind of open and connected into one big room with lots of window and lots of lights, which is good because I can film YouTube pretty good. Now, also, ladies, shout out to my boyfriend. You have to have a handsome date, if you have a handsome date, of course. You can have your girlfriends, whatever it is, and just make sure that your date or whoever it is kind of like your right hand. My boyfriend was able to kind of keep the speed of the party going and making sure that the dinner happened, then the toast happened, then the music. He had all that together and everything was great. And that really helps out. So shout out to my handsome date, H, which if you follow me in my blog, I'm an ex-blogger. On my Instagram, you know that I call him H. Well, his name is Harold and we call him H for short too. And he was wonderful with it, and he definitely helped me out. One final thing I'd like to say too is you would like to have something over the table as like a chandelier type situation, whether it's balloons or anything. It kind of gives you that nice feel to it, like you're swanky, chic. It gives you that kind of appeal. And I actually chose to do, because I love to have the letters. So I did the smaller, not the huge big ones that you see everywhere, but the smaller silver balloons, the letter balloons that had M-Day on it. So, you know, M-Day, B-Day. The TV behind me, it has connection to YouTube. So what we did was we found a fireplace YouTube. You can find everything on YouTube. So we found a fireplace YouTube that had burning logs, and we put that behind it, and it kind of set a little ambiance and it gave us some light. So thank you guys for watching, and this is my first video. I'm not a guru. I have a lot of work to do. You'll see. Hopefully you guys keep subscribing. I'm going to try to do a lot of different things with chic moms and doing things that kind of keep us youthful and fun, because at the end of the day, just because you're a mom doesn't mean you have to wear sweatpants, buns, tennis shoes all the time. Granted, I do wear those, and I am not above doing that, but you want to keep that freshness, especially if you were kind of fashionable and in style beforehand, which I was a fashion blogger. So I kind of want to keep that vibe going. And it took me a little second, you know, once my body changed back and got to where it was. Fashionable moms that, you know, do like to still dress and still like fashion and still like to have their little ones look fashionable and care about themselves too. And granted, I'm 31, so I know a lot of younger moms tend to still be fashionable. But once you hit 30 and then we're like, oh, you have our husbands or boyfriends, whatever it is, we're just kind of kids, we kind of forget about us. And this is my channel to try to help you remember yourself, girl, because you got to. I'm very real, so I'm not going to try to shield a whole lot of stuff. But that's just what I do. Thank you guys again for watching. And again, check the links below. Like the video if you like it. And leave comments below if you like anything that you see. So I appreciate it. And bye, guys.